Okay, guys, shoot. So you're mcrTrendz, right?
Yes.
So that thing open, it's taking a minute to.
Yeah, Prashant. In the meanwhile, I'll get started.
Yes.
See, you have listed in the page one, right? The future trends. Now, what? It's more like a wish list, right?
It is more.
It need not be that, what
We
is
don't. You don't need to implement all of that.
all of them, right?
Not really. So the one which is mentioned below is the ones that we want you to implement.
Okay.
We as a company, so I'm
close to the mic actually, I'm not able to hear anything.
Yeah, Vishal. So yeah, I'm as close as possible.
Thanks.
But yeah, I'll try to speak up louder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the teams asked me to represent myself as a client. Yeah. So I'm going to follow the same pattern. I, as a client, I'm looking for all of these features to be implemented in the future. That's my roadmap. Yeah. I want my business to go from where I am today to where I've listed, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. But that is not the application that I want you to build, actually. Yeah?
Okay.
I want you to build something which is tactical, which is there in the next few pages, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you can build an architecture
Which can support.
which enables that and which supports me with that, you'll get extra points for it.
Yeah, no, some of these things we looked at, it was all beta kind of, right?
Yeah.
Each of the Walgreens or Walmart, right? They have engaged in their own custom way, right?
Yeah.
With a third party.
Okay. Yeah.
Fine.
So one thing with that respect is you have to meet all the IT principles, yes. But if there is a particular technology which actually puts me forward from where I am today, right?
Okay.
mcrTrendz, Walmart might be a leader in comparison to mcrTrendz. But if you provide a solution to me and tell me that I'll be ahead of Walmart, I'm willing to consider.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm happy to look at those things, but as a basic solution, if there is something which is very good, and then if you're proposing a beta for me, then you'll have to justify that. Yeah?
Okay.
So, for example, I want a key value pair database. Yeah, and you're telling something, you're asking me to use something which is beta, while there are so many things that are available.
Already available. Yeah.
That I'm going to question you.
Okay.
But if you're telling me use an augmented reality concept which has been proven but is still in beta, I'm willing to consider. Yeah?
That makes sense.
On the buy not will be a little confused about where to draw the line as well. Because there are a lot of systems in the block diagram.
Yeah. So
And most of them can be.
yeah. So basically, we as a company, we went through each and every single thing that I've listed here, and there is a product out there. Yeah. There are a consolidated applications which does so many of these also, basically. Yeah. Now, if you can, and it is not just one product; it's a combination of products, basically, right? So for marketing, there's a product. For basically search thing, there is a product. And Deca, for example. So there's so many such products which lets us do that. Yeah, I don't want to spend time. I want to focus on the things that have given us features, basically, right? So that's my vision. I don't want to be building a search engine, essentially. Yeah, I don't want to be building a basic CMS system. Yeah, I don't want to be building Zoom feature, which is available in the market, which is even open source. I don't want to be building that. Yeah? So that's the line where I see for buy and build. Yeah. If there is a feature that I'm talking about in this particular problem statement, which nobody has ever done that, and you have to build it, we'll build it actually.
Okay.
If there is something which is really good in the market, I don't want to be building it. Yeah. But if there is something in the market which provides me all of this, but it is still going to cost me $1 million, I'm still going to see if building is a better option.
Okay.
Yeah. So make your decisions based on that, essentially.
This was the ERP. So there's some of blocks over here which we thought actually fit into the ERP space. For example, if we scroll down a little bit, we have the
fulfillment.
fulfillment and the order management.
Yeah. So you're right, and I've mentioned that so you can assume that there is a ERP software that is available also.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're telling me that a particular ERP software that is being used covers entire fulfillment there,
Okay.
yeah, then you don't need to. But ERP is sitting outside. Now this is MCR. It's multi-channel retail, right? There might be fulfillment. Let's take an example, right? And that is not part of your solution. I'm just giving you an example. Yeah. So SAP is a supply chain product basically. It's an ERP. It has fulfillment there. Yeah. Can I use that as part of my multi-channel?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can, does it meet all my requirements? Now, how costly it is actually? Yeah. SAP has Hybris too, basically. Yeah. That is actually part of the MCR, right? If you know the supply chain thing, Hybris has been bought over by SAP also. It's now kind of a combined product really. But as part of Hybris, there is a separate component for fulfillment also, which is not covered in SAP. Yeah. So you have to keep those things in mind basically. So what is a complete multi-channel and what is not available in a particular ERP, and you can't assume SAP because there are so many other things also which are even better or out in the market, right? So Dynamics, for example, there's so many ERPs, right? So don't assume that, but if it fits a particular fulfillment, you can tell us that, yeah, we assume that this feature will be covered in the SAP and we're going to leverage that and we'll be fine with it.
But one of the statements in the problem statement says that the ERP is out of scope of.
It is out of scope. So since this is in scope, you can tell when you explain the architecture to me, you can tell me that fulfillment is all. We are assuming that we are covered. Fulfillment is covered in the ERP, and we don't need to do anything else. And if that makes sense, I will accept it. If not, I'll challenge you. We are saying that does your ERP cover this?
Okay.
Yeah. So
just one question, like it means if one of the components, one of the section can be taken care by an ERP, so that's fine, right?
If it can actually, so but you'll have to really validate it. Now
Go into the
our
product
concept
features.
is multi-channel retail basically, right? So ERP does lots of things basically, right?
But can it cater to this?
Yeah, can it actually meet all my requirements is what you need to think through. And if you tell me that no, this is absolutely covered, everything that any company would need, and my company in particular, mcrTrendz needs, is covered in that product, then I'll be happy with it.
Got it.
Yeah, essentially these are my requirements. I want every single thing of these features to work. So if you're telling me that it is part of an ERP, and I'm happy. And you can recommend that ERP also actually. So you can say use SAP or use Dynamics or use something else, and it has this feature, and I'll be happy with it.
So we can propose an architecture which is cloud plus on-premise, mixture of that.
Yeah, it's up to you. It's completely open actually. We encourage advanced, innovative things. Cloud definitely is a possibility. SAP has a cloud, for example. Definitely, yeah. You can choose your technology. There's no
costing factor we should keep.
Don't keep any constraints on that. Obviously, we have to look at we have IT principles in place so that we actually optimize our costs. So if you're telling me it will cost me like millions and millions of dollars, then I'm going to think about it, obviously, right? But don't keep money as a constraint. Give a solution which is advanced enough.
There is one part of the system that the customers can log on, and it's kind of like an e-commerce thing that they can purchase products. So it's basically it's a one channel. I mean, it's only this retailer selling their products, and that will be part of the solution.
So if I understand your question, correctly, so mcrTrendz is one channel, is what you're asking?
They have a web presence where they can, where there's a store online where they can also purchase the products online. That's also.
You know what he is talking about is if you look at the stack that's been put on the top, right? It's a multi-channel, right? So it's all he's talking more from performance angle. all of these are open at any point concurrently, right?
It is open.
That's what is your question, right?
True, but do we have an e-commerce channel?
E-commerce I don't see as a separate channel per se. So if you're talking about EDI or EAIs versus any integration architecture in between, that's a separate thing. As a channel, I'm saying is e-commerce handled through B2B transactions? Then it is covered actually. So is that your question?
No, the question here was.
So yeah, so I have a web, right? I have a web technology. So okay, in a simple way, what's your name? Sorry. Rajesh. Yeah, Rajesh. In a simple way, consumer must be able to buy from any device.
Mm-hmm.
Does that answer your question?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're talking about Amazon. Okay, no, his question, one of the members' question was, it is not like Amazon, right? I mean, it's more like Shopper Stop. Can we correlate
so
to that?
basically,
It's like Shopper Stop.
Shopper
Yeah.
Stop,
This
right?
question I have placed in the sheet. So basically, my understanding is of this retail industry, the use case which has been given to us is not a kind of Amazon commercial model where they will take they will basically bring in multiple vendors from the outside, because what I am seeing the complexities like order management and things like that.
Is that the future vision of mcrTrendz? Yes, actually. So everybody wants to be an Amazon. Everybody wants to be Walmart. Walmart does that too, actually, right? So, are we looking at aggregated products at this point of time? No. Should the web be capable of doing that? Yes. That's my answer. You get that? So okay, to simplify it, it's a Shopper Stop rather than Amazon right now.
Point.
Yeah, at this point. But from a scale standpoint, I want to be where Amazon is.
Right.
So should we specify all the?
Because the complexity comes in that we have to have a kind of provision where the integrations can be done through multiple enterprises, because
Yeah. So at this point, is that Vishal?
yeah.
Yeah, Vishal. So at this point, I'm not looking at aggregating products. Yeah. What I'm looking at is I do have additional vendors. I have some third-party things also. So for example, some accessory like ties and other things. I'm like Macy's or Nordstrom and things like that also, right? So basically, there are some products which come in. So I do need integration with various different companies. But I'm not looking to be a Amazon right away. And if you look at Amazon's business, they don't manufacture everything. It's outside ones. So that is not what I'm looking at. I'm a company. I'm a company like Walmart, which has all the products. But from a scale standpoint, I want to be where Amazon is, basically. Yeah. So I want it to be completely multi-channel. I want it to be auto provision. I want it to be like auction based in the future.
I think not from
Not
the
for
profile
the current discussion,
Yeah,
right?
you can
assume it
consider
as
that
more
other
like a
scope, and you can put that as
retailer,
a
right?
scope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
You're almost done actually, but I'll take two more questions. 4 or 5. I'll take two more questions. Okay.
Performance expectations.
So we are a consumer-based company. We really want it to perform well. We don't want even one customer to go back dissatisfied. Yeah. So this is a very large enterprise. We've had millions of customers during weekends and things like that. Our volume of data is quite high too, actually. So we do expect performance. We expect complete business continuity. We expect a highly available system. We don't want one single point of failure as well. So that's our SLA on.
Any defined SLA, like
You can make
Response
assumptions.
times.
assumptions, yeah.
Yeah, you can make assumptions basically. So
Say under 10 seconds or
10
something.
seconds response time.
absolute like shortest response time possible
Possible,
that your
correct.
solution can give is what we would like. Yeah, from a business continuity point of view, cloud already offers 99.9 times 9.
Uptime.
Yeah, so we are looking for uptimes like that actually. Yeah. So I'll take one last question from you guys and we'll move on to team 5.
Anything? Can I ask one question?
Sure,
Like,
sure.
when we say analysis and all, are you looking at industry standard tools available in the market?
Yes. Yeah. So basically, your principle is buy not build. So examples are Tableau, for example, SSRS. You could
Not just that,
give
not just
anything.
the analytics part of that. I'm talking about the performance monitoring part of that. Say while
So
interval. Should we be
so
focusing on
basic.
that, or
Uh,
more like a maintenance stuff? Once the app is running, you need to have stats from the production.
So from a customer standpoint, from a B2B standpoint, as a client, I'm looking for analytics around all that actually. I would like to know, I would like to know where my customers are. I would like to know his complete 360-degree profile, for example. I would like to know where my sales are going on well, where it is not. I would like to know whether I'm able to fulfill something at the right time actually. Are my products being ordered correctly, right? So I'm spread across multiple countries.
Even
Right?
the machine, how our systems are going on.
Yeah. So
Systems, yeah.
have I pre-booked too much? Is there a seasonal loss actually, right? So is there a product which is not selling? I would like to know all of that.
To be specific, I'm talking about how the systems are performing.
No, he's talking about the
That
monitoring
too, yeah,
part.
that
Monitoring
too
part,
basically.
yeah.
So
That also we can add, right?
yeah, going on to the infrastructure or the application behavior itself,
Exactly.
when you're talking about availability, I would like to know that actually. So CloudWatch, for example, similarly, I would like to know where my servers are, how it is performing, how many servers are down at any point of time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would like to know that. I would like to know how many clusters are there. I would like to know which database is down.
How
or
they're doing,
how,
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I would like to know that.
They are in scope.
Yep.
Quick question. So 23 countries are covered. Which regions?
It's across basically. So from Middle East to India to New Zealand to Australia to US, we have centers in all the countries actually, in various different countries. Okay, yeah, thank you guys. Make sure you take your t-shirts actually. So I'll stop this.